Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a BMW 530D, and what I'm going to be showing you today in today's video is how to remove the starter motor. It's a very easy job on this car. It's very easily accessible, but if you don't know how, stick around and I'll show you how. You've got basically two cables that you need to remove. One nut here, another nut here. This is the positive cable, this is the communication cable. We've got some cable ties which I don't want to cut, but I will just pry this out. You've got three bolts that hold the starter in place. So you've got one here and one here. So that's these two E10. This is internal Torx socket you're going to require, and also one which is hidden underneath. So I'm going to show you this later on. So it is super simple. One nut here, one nut here. Drop this cable, these two bolts, another one, and that's your starter motor off. But I'll show you exactly what we're going to do now. Now, let me see if I can just pull on this cable. Yeah, so this was easy enough. Then there's another clip here, which is easy to remove. I believe this is 10 millimeter and this is 13 millimeter nut. Let's take off the 13 millimeter nut. The good idea is to replace these nuts back in place so you don't lose them. Take the cable off, and then I'm going to place this back in place. Okay, that's the bolt. That's your starter out. It was as simple as this. Probably the easiest starter I've ever removed in my career as a DIY mechanic. But this was definitely by far the best design I've ever come across. Super easy, and well done BMW for this. Now, after you remove the starter motor, if the next step that you want to do is to access the flywheel bolts that connect the flywheel to the torque converter, you are gonna have this metal gasket here that you want to take out so you can access the bolts, and I'll bring you closer to show you exactly what I mean. So this is what it looks like whenever you remove the starter motor. You're gonna access 6 of these bolts here. So keep turning your flywheel until you get to each one of these 6 bolts, and then when you remove each one of them, then your flywheel is going to separate from your torque converter. So whenever we disconnect the gearbox from the engine and the gearbox mounting, then we're going to be able to separate the gearbox from the engine. So yeah, rotate with the special tool that has the 4 holes in it. So just use that on the crankshaft pulley and rotate the engine, so it will make it much easier for you.